Halo 11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K Universe Mode. We're here for another episode of Monday Night Raw. We are fresh off of the Royal Rumble. We've had Shayna Baszler and Johnny Gargano win this respective Rumbles, and now we kick off the road to the Elimination Chamber. We are on the fast lane to WrestleMania. I cannot believe I just said those words. Live from St. Louis, Missouri tonight, and we're kicking off the show with a bit of a surprise. We're starting the show off with some singles action, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Time to say it. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Jinder Mahal. We have reached an understanding. I now know his name very well. He made it very clear who he was when he threw my ass out of the ring this past weekend. I will now accept and understand and respect that his name is Jinder Mahal. The modern day Maharaja, as he refers to himself, making his way to the ring. Jinder looking to get that big first victory here in the LS11 universe. Chasing that first win. Hey, he got a couple of eliminations in the Royal Rumble. He eliminated the US champion in LA Knight. Granted, he had a lot of help. That was mainly Nakamura. But he did get elimination there, and he eliminated me. You know, for what that's worth, I guess. But Jinder Mahal makes his way to the ring after a year of not knowing who he was, refusing to say his name. We've come to the understanding that he gets a full televised entrance, in case you were curious. But tonight, Jinder Mahal is taking on Raw's newest star. Formerly from NXT, now officially part of Monday Night Raw. Please welcome the colossal Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed making his way to the ring. Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed and Jinder. Oh, down goes Jinder. Look, Jinder, we agreed you'd get a full televised entrance. I didn't promise anything else. Oh, there's a turning cutter. As Bronson Reed now throws Jinder into the corner. Bronson grabs Jinder. Drags him into the corner, and Bronson Reed with the Banzai drop. And now Reed turns Mahal over. And look at this. Bronson Reed hurls Jinder across the ring. And you wouldn't, if you haven't seen NXT, then you haven't seen this big man do this. This is the Tsunami. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Raw, Bronson. Bronson Reed scores the victory in his debut here on Raw. Look at the size of this guy. That is a big win for Bronson. It's a win for Bronson. He beat Jinder Mahal. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a big matchup in our main event. It's a Tag Team Elimination Chamber qualifier match. I've been told that we've seen one of the competitors for that matchup backstage. There's Sami Zayn backstage getting ready for his... Whoa! Kevin Owens! Well, we know Owens and Zayn have had a lot of issues with each other. Sami Zayn only just returning at the Rumble. taking the place of El Generico, who we've told us retired back to Mexico, and Owens beating down Zayn, trying to make sure Zayn's not going to make it to that Elimination Chamber qualifier. It was supposed to be Zayn and Balor teaming up in the main event in an Elimination Chamber qualifier against Rollins and Reigns, but Owens is trying to make sure Sami doesn't get there. And now Owens with Sami. Kevin Owens. Oh, through the table goes Sami Zayn. LS11 Universe has a Patreon. What's on the Patreon, you might wonder? Well, at any dollar amount, you get access to the LS11 podcast, a podcast that takes a deeper dive into canceled storylines from Universe Mode, as well as a look into the lives of myself and Ray. Also, at any dollar amount, you get early access to side series on the channel outside of the Universe modes. Not just that, but at any dollar amount, you also get access to every exclusive Patreon video, including the likes of Carnold trying to break the streak in 2K14, and the once-a-month series, Universal Flashbacks, where I remaster a classic match from the original LS11 Universe mode. At the $5 and above tier, you get your name in the credits of every video on the LS11 Universe channel. And at the $10 tier, you get a personalized thank you video sent to you by me every month, as well as the ability to suggest what pay-per-view or classic show we watch on the bi-weekly Friday watch-alongs. And once we've reached our big goal on Patreon, we'll be launching a Patreon-exclusive Universe mode as voted on by you, our Patreon backers. So if you're willing and able, please consider backing us on Patreon. Link is in the description. Well, we're going to attempt to segue out of that. Bronson Reed gets a big win in his debut over Jinder Mahal. Liv Morgan picks up a singles victory over Eva Marie. The Limitless Bros, Keith Lee and Matt Riddle, knock off the Street Profits in tag team action. Mustafa Ali gets a big win over Dexter Lumis. Up next, the Rollins champion is in action. Rhea Ripley takes on Dana Brooke in the main event. Well, I guess it might be a handicap match. Rollins and Reigns against Balor, unless Balor can find a partner in however long it takes Rhea Ripley and Dana Brooke. Rhea Ripley and Dana Brooke, I wouldn't give it long. So here comes Dana Brooke to the ring. Dana Brooke making her way to the ring. Dana Brooke has a big opportunity to take on the Raw Women's Champion tonight. The woman with a mean streak a mile long. Here comes the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley just a few nights ago at the Royal Rumble defeated a Hall of Famer in Trish Stratus. So Rhea Ripley makes her way to the ring. Ripley with a drop kick right off the bat. Right out of the gate with a drop kick comes the Raw Women's Champion. She grabs Brooke, German suplexes her. God, Rhea Ripley. Is enough ever enough? Riptide. Oh, we're not done. Joy. Oh, joy, we're not done. Rhea Ripley now picks Dana Brooke back up to her feet. Oh, went for the spear. Brooke hopped her. Dana Brooke. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Well, Brooke trying to get some offense in here against the champion. Ripley rolls out of the way, and Ripley clotheslines her in the back. Rhea Ripley's got her in just perfect position here. Oh, went for the big boot. Dana Brooke countered again. Brooke just keeps finding ways to try and escape. Now Dana throws her in the corner. Dana Brooke. No, I was going to say she could be on the verge of an upset somehow here. And now Ripley picking her back up to her feet. Rhea Ripley scarcely pinned or submitted here in Alice Living Universe. In fact, never submitted now that I think about it. She picks Dana Brooke back up to her feet. Big boot. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley gets the win. Rhea Ripley runs through Dana Brooke. That's another win for the Raw Women's Champion. Oh, wait a minute. What's Shayna Baszler doing here? Baszler! The Women's Royal Rumble winner. She's from SmackDown. Baszler's over on SmackDown. She's not on Raw anymore. But she's going after Rhea Ripley. Does this thing is Baszler? I believe this is Baszler making her choice for the Royal Rumble victory by attacking and assaulting the Raw Women's Champion. Is now Baszler. Gut wrenches Ripley. These two have a lot of history in LS11 Universe. They battled over the NXT Women's title back at TakeOver Brooklyn Season 1, and now Baszler is taking it to the now Raw Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, who is in a lot of trouble as Baszler locks her into the Kirifuda clutch. And she knocks the champion out just like that. Well, if Ripley can hold on to the title through WrestleMania, that's all Baszler's got to do again. We're about to go to the main event, but apparently two of our competitors have had a bit of a confrontation backstage. Roman, what the hell do you want? Losing at the Rumble wasn't good enough for you? Now you gotta bother me? Yeah, watch your words, Chief, because I'm not in the mood for this. You know our match is up next, right? Yeah, and? Yeah, main event, you and me, against Balor and his partner. Turns out he somehow found someone stupid enough to take Sami's place. So, when we win, we enter the chamber, right? Why the hell is this the first I'm hearing that Balor's got a partner? I don't know. It's not my job to make sure you know these kind of things. Because unlike Heyman, and unlike your cousins, I'm not some little bitch you get to boss around. Yeah, you screw up my chance tonight. You cost me the chance to take back the WWE title. I will make you suffer. Remember that, Rollins. See you out there. Well, we've seen a bit of tension between these two men, as out first is going to be the Monday Night Messiah. The man who, quite frankly, I will say, was cheated in his WWE Championship match. I mean, it's quite obvious that Bobby Roode used a chair when that was not a legal weapon in the match. But that is why the Raw General Manager, William Regal, has granted Rollins the first opportunity to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. He gave Balor an equal opportunity to find a new partner, and that Balor didn't. Balor knew he was walking into a handicap match, but apparently Balor has found someone. So Rollins is the first man attempting to qualify for the Elimination Chamber this year to challenge for the WWE Championship. We know both World Championships will be on the line at the Elimination Chamber this year. Last year they were as well. The WWE title was not defended, or was defended inside the chamber this time last year, excuse me. As Seth Rollins last year was in the #1 contenders Elimination Chamber to the World Championship, at the time the Universal title. Of course, well, you know, we say it's a chamber match for the WWE title. Johnny Gargano very well could pick the WWE title, or could. Yes, Johnny Gargano very well could pick the WWE title, or the World Heavyweight title, and then this could also be a #1 contenders match. But it seems right now, from what I've heard from General Manager William Regal, that he does intend on having Bobby Roode defend inside the chamber no matter who Johnny Gargano chooses. So Seth Rollins has made his way to the ring. Before you ask about his new theme, 27 days. Set a timer. 27 days. Because here comes the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, to the ring. Only the, I believe, second time that he and Seth Rollins are teaming up in LS11 Universe history. And tonight they're looking to qualify for a world title match. Roman Reigns, a former WWE champion. Seth Rollins, former Universal champion. Both men would love to be world champion again as soon as Elimination Chamber. Both men recently having opportunities at the title. Roman Reigns challenging back at Bad Blood, and Seth Rollins challenging just a few nights ago at the Royal Rumble. So now Roman marching his way down to the ring. The Tribal Chief marches down. So Reigns and Rollins are teaming up here in our main event, and we do know that the first of their opponents, because apparently they do have two opponents, it was originally supposed to be this man, Finn Balor, alongside Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn has been taken out with an injury once again, thanks to Kevin Owens, an injury that he should be cleared from in time for Raw next week, but he was not cleared tonight due to the injury. He is being taken care of at a local medical center. But here comes another former world champion, the former WWE champion, the Prince, Finn Balor, making his way to the ring. Balor marching down to the ring. He wants another opportunity at the World Championship. He was the first ever Men's Royal Rumble winner in LS11 Universe mode. Won his first ever match in LS11 Universe. And now he's taking on two men that he has a good bit of history with in Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns being Balor's first singles opponent in LS11 Universe. Just 1 year ago now, actually. Kind of crazy. And Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, of course, they've got their history back from No Mercy earlier this season, where they faced off for the WWE Championship. But this is the main event. Finn Balor, as I said, I've been told, has found a partner. Seth Rollins has been told Finn found a partner. Of course, on such short notice, you've only got so many people back there who are available. A significantly less number now that WWE has fired a bunch of guys. It's fine, not like title at some point. That's a story for the LS11 podcast on Patreon one day. Finn Balor making his way to the ring now. The Prince of Monday Night Raw. So who has Balor found as an opponent, or as a partner? Come again? Come again? Hello? Hi? What do you do? You aren't on this show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Daniel Bryan. I don't think I need to introduce him. I think you know who he is. I think if you're on a wrestling channel like this, you know who this is, but Daniel Bryan is normally part of the SmackDown roster. Why is he on Raw, and why is he Finn Balor's partner tonight? Great question. We will do everything we can to find out about this throughout the match. To know 100% for sure why Daniel Bryan is here on Raw and why he is teaming up with Finn Balor tonight. Join the LS11 Universe Discord, link in the description, or follow us on Twitter at LS11_Universe. You can find that link on our YouTube page. And LS11 Universe officials will have an official statement about Daniel Bryan within the hour of the episode uploading, hopefully. But Daniel Bryan teaming with Finn Balor against Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Well, it's Balor and Rollins to start it off. Here we go. A lot of history in this ring right now as Balor pushed into the corner by Rollins. You can see Bryan giving some words of advice to Balor. Rollins and Balor now forced into a break. Seth Rollins has been taking a bit more of a respectful route lately. Balor caught him. Stun guns him. Rollins was coming for a cheap shot into the ropes. Balor picking Rollins up to his feet now, and Finn with Seth throws him across the ring. Oh, went for a clothesline. Rollins caught with an elbow. Rollins with Balor into the corner. Off the turnbuckle. Rollins into Michinoku driver. Down goes Finn. And now Finn getting back up to his feet. Finn Balor. Uppercut to Rollins. Balor. Oh, grabbed by Roman. And Balor finds a counter. And Rollins, no. Balor countering again. Balor now off the ropes. Forearm strike to Rollins. And Finn now picking him back up to his feet. Finn Balor. Forearm strike. Into Pele kick. And now Balor picks Rollins up to his feet. Balor with Rollins. Throws him across the ring. Into the corner. Tag made. Here comes Daniel Bryan. And Balor and Bryan. Oh, they got Rollins. Slingshot. Forearm. Into elbow. Of course, we saw Rollins and Bryan trading some mutual respect at the Royal Rumble. And now Reigns and Bryan. Longtime rivals are these two. Reigns went for a clothesline. Bryan counters. Now Bryan coming at Reigns. Knocks him back. Reigns. There's a kick from Bryan. Bryan. Whoa, with Reigns. Throws him out of the ring. Oh, what's Bryan thinking here? Daniel off the ropes. Wrecking ball drop kick through the middle ropes. And now Bryan picks up Roman Reigns, grabs him, and throws him back into the ring. Daniel Bryan now grabs Roman, picks him up to his feet, and Bryan with a right hand went for a kick. Roman counters. Roman puts him in the corner, and Roman Reigns with Daniel Bryan on the middle rope. DDT from Roman. And now Roman turns him over, and Roman Reigns with a punch to the head of Daniel Bryan. And Roman now picking him up, but Bryan counters. Bryan takes out the arm. And now Daniel picking him up to his feet, and Daniel Bryan kicks him in the ribs. Now here come the kicks from Bryan. Reigns with a kick back to the ribs of his own. Reigns with a leaping clothesline. And now Reigns, oh look at this, grabs Bryan from the deadlift. Powerbomb. Cover. 1, 2, no. Bryan kicks out. Daniel Bryan kicks out as now Reigns grabs him, but Bryan arm drag takes him down. And now Bryan picking Roman Reigns back up to his feet, grabs him, throws him across the ring, into the corner, tag made right back to Finn Balor. And now Balor and Bryan, what are they thinking here? Atomic drop into a boot from Daniel and Finn. And now here comes Seth Rollins back into the mix. We've seen very little of Rollins Bryan, and we've seen very little of Balor Reigns tonight. As Rollins with a jab to the ribs of Balor. Went for a drop kick, Balor out of the way. Balor with a kick takes Rollins off his feet. And now Balor picking Seth back up to his feet. Right hand. There's a jab. And Seth Rollins taken down to one knee. There's another shot from Balor. Balor picks him up to his feet. Went for a right. Balor counters. Or Rollins counters. Kick to the ribs of Balor. Knocks him down. Clothesline. No, Balor rolls out of it. Rolls Rollins through. Covered by Balor. Rollins able to kick out. And now Rollins being picked back up to his feet by Finn Balor. And Finn Balor with Rollins into the corner. Finn Balor grabs Seth. And what's Finn Balor thinking here? He goes into the corner and Finn Balor signals that he's done. Shotgun drop kick to Rollins. And now Balor going up to the top. Balor trying to set up for coup de grace. Signals that it's going to be the end. Looks at Roman Reigns. Says, watch this. Signals for the end. Coup de grace connects to Rollins. Balor into a cover now on Rollins. 1. No! Roman Reigns, not only does he take out the referee, he takes out Finn Balor as well, but Daniel Bryan answers back by taking out Reigns. Pele kick to Rollins. And now Bryan looks like he's going to take care of Roman Reigns for his tag partner as Finn Balor caught for the Skywalker by Seth Rollins. And now Seth picking up the Prince and Seth Rollins. There's a forearm strike. Into a second. Now Seth Rollins, what's he thinking? Sling Blade connects to Balor. Balor goes down and Rollins picking him right back up to his feet. Seth Rollins grabs Balor. Rolls him through. Into super kick. Super kick to Balor. Rollins dragging him away from the ropes. And Rollins cover on Balor. Seth Rollins. 1, 2, no. Finn Balor kicks out. And now Seth Rollins. Knee to the back. And Rollins is calling Finn Balor up to his feet, and Seth Rollins goes for kick to the ribs. Balor kicks out the knee. Balor. Sling blade to Rollins. And now Finn Balor runs in the corner. He's telling Bryan, turn around. Tag made. Daniel Bryan is in. And now Daniel Bryan. Elbow to Rollins. And Bryan takes out Reigns. Daniel Bryan coming in now like a house of fire. And the leader of the Yes Movement. Here we go. Well, speaking of the Yes Movement, here are the Yes Kicks. The Yes Kicks coming in. One more for good measure to Rollins. And now Bryan into the corner. Daniel Bryan. Oh, and Balor tries to take out Reigns. But Bryan takes care of the matter for him. And Bryan now cover on Rollins. 1, 2, no, Rollins kicks out. And now Bryan has Rollins down, and Bryan grabs Rollins, throws him into the corner. And Bryan, he sees Reigns getting up to his feet, and Bryan, he saw Reigns coming, and now Bryan, tries to make another tag. Oh, and Finn Balor taken out by Rollins. Bryan thrown across the ring into the corner of Rollins and Reigns. And Rollins now tag made to Reigns. Oh, look at this. Rollins and Reigns. Rollins got him in a headlock, and Reigns, oh my god, a stomp to the back. Roman is not a small man, if you weren't aware. And now Roman Reigns, ground and pound on Daniel Bryan. And a kick for good measure. And now Roman taking Bryan back up to his feet. Roman Reigns, Superman punch. Cover. 1. No, Daniel Bryan kicks out. Daniel manages to get the shoulders up. Reigns kick to the back. Bryan back to his feet now, and Bryan firing away on Roman. And Bryan, goes for a kick. Roman was out of the way of that one. And now Bryan grabs Reigns, throws him across the ring. Daniel Bryan, Reigns counters, throws Bryan off the ropes. There's a backflip. Bryan ducks him, comes off the ropes, clothesline. Bryan has the Tribal Chief down, and Bryan grabs Reigns in that heel hook. Oh, but Reigns immediately boots him in the head. And now Roman Reigns goes for a right. Bryan counters. Bryan running forearm. And Bryan now calling for it a second time. Running knee. Bryan with the running knee to Reigns. Reigns goes down. Bryan tags Balor. And now Finn Balor going up to the high rent district is the Prince. And Balor setting up coup de grace to Roman Reigns. Down goes Seth Rollins. Covered by Balor. 1, 2, 3. And Finn Balor and Daniel Bryan are the first men to qualify for the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match. What a matchup! Daniel Bryan storms Monday Night Raw tonight, assists Finn Balor, and both of these men are now joining Bobby Roode inside of the Elimination Chamber. A big win for these two. What is the situation with Daniel Bryan on Raw? Well, we're going to find that out on the LS11 Universe news feed over in the Discord. Again, link in the description, or on Twitter, link over on our channel bio. But with that, thank you all for watching. I've been Xander, and that was... Wait a minute! Reigns with a spear! Reigns just speared Rollins! Roman Reigns spearing Rollins. Oh, and now Reigns assaulting the Monday Night Messiah. Kicks him in the ribs now, and Reigns again just punching him in the face. This is uncalled for. This is uncalled for, Roman. Come on. Roman Reigns again assaulting Rollins repeatedly. You were the one that was pinned, Roman. Well, Shane Thorne and Dio Madden trying to come help the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. But they're being assaulted by the Usos, and you see Dio Madden trying to fight back, but Jey Uso's taking it to Madden, and Jimmy going after Thorne. The Usos taking the champions out of the equation. Oh, well, Shane Thorne and Dio Madden taking out the Usos, and Reigns spears Rollins through the barricade for good measure. Reigns sends a message tonight. Oh, come on, Roman. He saw he was still breathing, and Roman. One more spear. One more spear from the Tribal Chief. And Reigns and the Usos make their statement tonight. Roman Reigns. You can see there's the special counsel. Paul Heyman celebrating with the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns stands tall. That said, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.